Does manifesting your ex work? That's what we're going to be talking about today. This might be a controversial one, depending on how you found this video. Maybe you followed me for a while, in which case probably not so controversial, but if you just stumbled across this video somehow, then I don't know, maybe it is. Go ahead and drop your comments down below as we go through this video, just letting me know what you think. But we are going to be talking about manifesting your ex back today. Does it work? Let's go ahead and get into that. Hey there, it's Clay with modernlove.life. Manifestation, the law of attraction. Does it work? Can you use it to bring your ex back? And the truth is that it can work. But the big thing is that we have to actually not make it about the other person. We have to not make it about the other person, because when you do that, when you focus in on making it about the other person, then you're only emphasizing the separation that you have between them. You're only emphasizing the fact that you had this relationship and now it's gone, and now this person is uninterested, and like here I am in my life and it's not showing up, right? You have to emphasize instead the experience that you want to have. And in a lot of ways, this is going to require you to get beyond just limiting yourself to this person. It is my belief that you're going to need to give yourself permission to embody the feelings that you would feel if you had the relationship that you want, in this case with your ex. Can you give yourself permission to feel joy? Can you give yourself permission to feel wholeness and completeness? Can you give yourself permission to feel love, to feel giving and generous? If you can't allow yourself to feel that, then there's some blocks that you have to get through. What you want to do is you want to give yourself permission now to feel what you believe you're going to feel when you get the thing that you want to get. And that's kind of what the whole point of the law of attraction is. You want to bring yourself into alignment with what it is that you're wanting. If it's love, then you have to bring yourself into alignment with that. If it's wealth, then you have to bring yourself into alignment with that. If it's a house, if it's, whatever, you have to bring yourself energetically and emotionally into alignment with what you think that outcome is going to feel like for you. What is it going to feel like for you to be in that relationship that you want with your ex? What is it going to feel like? And can you start to live your life from that place right now, even if that person is not present currently? Can you start to feel the joy that you think that you might feel? Can you start to feel the love that you think you might feel? Can you start to feel the wholeness and completeness? Can you start to feel the fact that, every day could be a new opportunity for a new adventure of some sort, or, whatever it is that you think you might be doing with this partner, this person that could be in your life. And as you start to do this, you want to hold on to that. You want to use that to make a new outlook on life, a new energy that you carry about with you into your day-to-day life. You don't just want to let this be, some vision board that you make once and then, forget about it or something like that. But you want to actually carry this with you into your day-to-day life and keep carrying it with you into your day-to-day life, regardless of whether or not the results are showing up for you, okay? By the way, if you like this video so far, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button for the old YouTube algorithm, and please make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon as well too. It does help us out a lot. You would not believe how much it helps us out, and to help this YouTube channel grow, it's a totally free way to help us out. But anyway, that's what you want to do. You want to carry that energy with you. Now, you might be like, okay, that all makes sense. Obviously, if I'm going to show up in my day-to-day life and I'm going to be full of joy and whole and complete and loving, that makes sense that someone would want to spend time with me, and that I'd be more likely to get a relationship than if I was sad and depressed and all that. But what does this have to do with my ex? Like, can I manifest my ex back? And the answer to this is yes, you can, with an asterisk. We'll get to that in just a second here. When you start to bring yourself into alignment with love and into alignment with the kind of relationship that you want, the universe is going to want to deliver to you something that's energetically aligned with what you're showing up as. And if that is, if you're being energetically aligned with joy and love and happiness and wholeness and completeness and everything like that, it will try to give you that kind of relationship. It'll try to orchestrate things to bring something like that into your life. And it's going to try to do this through the path of least resistance. Now, this is where your ex comes into the picture. If your ex is that path of least resistance, then they will show up in your life through that mechanism. And then the two of you can, get back together and all that sort of stuff. Of course, you may have to, do some trust building and repair building and relationship stuff, which is, what we do. Like, if you just found this video, I'm a relationship coach, by the way. That's what you want to do. Now, the thing is that your ex is their own individual person, right? They have the power to make the choices that they want to make in their life. They have the power to choose something or not choose something. We all have our own free will. And if they are being called and pulled to show up in your life, they can always choose to say, no, I'd rather stay in the resentment. No, I'd rather stay in the pain, in the hurt, in the narcissism, in the emotional unavailability, in the depression, whatever it might be. And that's okay. That's just them saying, like, hey, you're bringing yourself into alignment with love. I'm going to take myself out of alignment with love, and I'm going to choose something else, consciously or unconsciously. And if that's depression, if that's blame, if that's guilt, if that's something else, then that's okay. That's just where they're at. And this brings us to maybe the relationship coaching side of this, which is that if that's where they're at, then you have to accept that that's the choice that they're making. You have to accept that that is the choice that they're making for where they're at right now in their own life. You can't force them to make a choice that they're not ready to make. You can't force them to choose to let go of the depression, let go of the anger that they might feel, to somehow not be a narcissist. Like, a narcissist is going to be a narcissist unless they say, hey, it kind of sucks being a jerk all the time. Maybe I should, do something about it, right? But you can't do that. You can't control them. You can't make them not be a narcissist. They have to make that choice on their own. If your ex is in a place where they're, lost in pain and hurt and emotional unavailability and all that sort of stuff, you can try to extend out an olive branch and say, like, hey, you want to talk about it. Hey, do you want to sort this out? Hey, I want to apologize for some things that I think I did wrong in our relationship or something. Hey, I want to talk about some stuff. Hey, I want to take responsibility for some stuff. But if they're so lost in their own personal darkness or their own issues that they're going through, then you have to accept them where they're at. That's the most loving thing that you can do to anyone, is to accept them where they're at. You also want to be kind and loving for yourself as well, too, and say, okay, if they're, let's just say depressed, is that really the kind of partner that I want in my life? Is that really the kind of partner that I want in my life? Do I really want someone in my life who's depressed? If so, why? Just genuinely curious here. Why would you want someone who's depressed in your life? Why would you want to be in a relationship with a depressed person? Why would you want to be in a relationship with a narcissist? Why would you want to be in a relationship with someone who's closed off, who's emotionally unavailable? What I'd recommend you do at that point is to say, that's fine, you're on your path in life, and if that's the path that you want to take, then that's okay. But I'm still choosing to bring myself into alignment with love, and I'm still choosing to allow myself to receive love. And if you're not the path of least resistance to bring that into my life, then that's okay. I can also surrender myself into allowing something else that's better into my life, at least in terms of a love kind of connection. And I promise you, if you do bring yourself into alignment with love, you will get a loving relationship. It may not be with the person that you want, but it will show up in the right way, in a way that's just right for you, and in a way where you'll never look back and say, like, gosh, this is the relationship of my dreams, but you know what, I wish it was with someone else. You're not going to feel that way. You're just going to be so grateful that you have the partner that you end up having and the relationship that you do end up having, and you're going to not wish that it happened any other way at all in life. By the way, isn't it turning out to be a great day here today? Got a nice ferry boat out there. Got some nice islands and some nice sunshine. That's the part where you have to be willing to let go of the attachment to it being a specific person. Because if that person is not ready to open themselves up, then we have to be willing to honor and respect that person's path. You know, we can't make someone do something against their own will. We can't force someone to be in a relationship if they don't want to be in a relationship. And I know that can be hard and difficult to hear for some people. And trust me, there can be miracles that can happen out there. But you have to be detached from outcome. You have to be willing to detach yourself from outcome and just know and trust that what you want to be aligned with, love, a great relationship, will come to you. I mean, I guess the other option is to align yourself with the specific person that you want. Like, you know, if you want to be with a depressed person, then okay, maybe you should like work on becoming depressed yourself. Or if you want to be with a narcissist, maybe you should work on, I don't know, becoming somehow aligned with some sort of toxic something or other. I don't know. But that's I probably wouldn't recommend that. But that could be another way that you could, you know, welcome that narcissist or another into your life, or that depressed person or another depressed person into your life. But overall, I'd really much rather see you align yourself with love, joy, wholeness, completeness, self-satisfaction. You're just gonna be better in the long run. Take my word on that, okay? You absolutely can manifest your ex back. I mean, if nothing else, you'll be able to manifest them into your physical presence, and then at that point, or digital presence, whatever. And then at that point, you'll be able to see if your energies are attractive to one another or repulsive to one another. Not repulsive in like you gross, but you know, just like they repel one another. That's really what you can do. You wanna be willing to accept them where they're at. And if they're open to the idea of seeing where things go, awesome, great. I'm not trying to discourage you at all. I've seen a lot of great success stories from people getting back together and saving their relationship. But we also have to be willing to honor the other person at where they're at, and to do the loving thing if they're not prepared to meet us energetically, and that's to lovingly let go of them so that they have the space in their life for the right thing for them to show up, and so that we also have the space in our life for the right partner for us to show up, who is willing to meet us where we're at, where we're able to express joy and love and wholeness and completeness and all these other great things. By the way, if you want some extra help with this, working on your subconscious mind is really going to help you with this whole way of being stuff we've been talking about in these videos. And one of the best things that you can do with that is to check out this 8-hour subliminal recording while you're sleeping. It'll start to reprogram your mind for love. I've had some great testimonials, some great success stories that people have shared. Go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and try it out for the next month. And let me know in the comments section what your experience has been with that. Anyway, take care. I'll talk to you next time.